partner and I have been having these conversations, moments of conversations around our relationship and the ways in which we're aligned and connected and all of these things. And in this moment, it has me thinking about how so many of us move through life looking for our person. We seem to be on this search or in pursuit of the one for us. And as I think about this, I can't help but reflect on just all of the relationships I've had through time and space. I mean, I've had my fair share of relationships sort of imperfectly stumbling, fumbling forward through love or what I thought was love, or learning or not learning or unlearning, or the masks we can wear, the image or the roles we can play, all of those things. And I'm thinking about how finally at this point in my life, and I'll be 50 this year, and we met a year ago basically, and how finally I've arrived at encountering my person. And I say that because I've met amazing people over the years. People I'm still in touch with. And sometimes you can be in a relationship and you're not fully accessing who you are, or maybe it's like, why wouldn't this work out? Or why isn't this person for me? And what, I'm doing this or that, or the third, or what's happening here? Or I love this person, so why can't it be? Or maybe this is dysfunctional and it should never be, right? Maybe you're the dysfunctional one. Maybe we're both dysfunctional. Whatever it is, but we're sort of fumbling through relationships, or even staying in them even though they expired a long time ago. And why I'm thinking about this now is because with my partner, am I able to see things most clearly? And only because now I have that which I know is sustainable, that which feels fully integrated. And I'm not talking about perfection. That doesn't exist. That's an illusion. We are two imperfect people who or happen to be perfect for each other in the ways that we need, right? And so I'm wondering, have you been out there looking for your person? Or have you encountered your person, and what makes that person so? And for me, something that lets me know I've arrived at my person is that I can 100% be myself. She can 100% be herself. And today she expressed something to me saying, that I was a beautiful person, that I have the ability to say the things in a way that allows her to be herself. There's no hemming and hawing. There's no people pleasing. There's no, I really want to say this, but I don't think I can because I don't want to hurt the person's feelings. But no, just being able to show up, because we all want to be able to be ourselves. We all want to be able to say the thing and the other person not take it personally or become defensive, or if they do, or if you do, to be able to sit back with that and reflect and unpack it, because we all go through all of the things that we go through, and hopefully we grow through them. But in order to grow through things, we have to be with someone who has the ability to hold that. I recognize that I have a strong personality. Then you add to that I'm an Aries, right? And I'm very independent. You add to that the dynamics of my childhood, which makes me even more independent and more just sort of moving through the world as a me, right? Not really a we, moving through the world as a me, and even in relationships, still seeing myself as a me. And in the past, that was so, but currently, in my relationship and my partnership, I'm not a me anymore. Yes, I am a self, a being, an individual. I have to carry the weight of my own life and my own death, right? My partner can't save me, right? Nor I her. But for the first time, I can truly say that I feel the we. I feel the connection, the truth, the alignment, the vibration that allows us to be fully whole within ourselves. And I know that the main ingredient to that is authenticity and truth. And both of us being comfortable in our skin enough to say what needs to be said and to receive what needs to be said and to work collaboratively forward. And in the past, I feel like I was still too much myself, or maybe seemed to them I came off too strong, or, I'm too direct. I like to go through the front door rather than the side door around the back of the house, and I really don't want to have to preface anything or waste my words. Because life is our longest, shortest experience. And if we truly want to be connected, if we truly want to see who the other person is, what we are made of, then we have to be willing to lose the person by being ourselves. If being yourself causes you to lose someone, then you don't have them. If being yourself causes someone to turn away from you or put you down or shut you out or preach that you need to be less than, what are you holding on to? What do you truly have? We somehow think that if this person says yes, and I need to just stay with the one who said yes, okay, you want to be with me? Great, yay. No, that's not enough. If you were to peel back your own layers and say, hey, if I peel back all of my layers, I would actually date myself, then let that be your guide. Because if you're willing to date yourself, then you don't have to be less of who you are for someone else to date you. So when we think about the one for us, and we can say, well, I'm actually not even being myself. We don't really talk. They don't really know me. Or I said they looked good in that one thing that I actually didn't like. Or I said I liked the dish, but I really don't like it. Now they make it every Friday. Yeah, that's not real. How real are you being in your current relationship? Especially if you do not see a period at the end of the sentence. If you think you want to be with that person forever, air quotes, how real are you being? And if you're in pursuit of someone, if you're still out there trying to find your one, are you doing so in a transparent, authentic way? And I say that because one of the things that benefited my partner and me, or my partner and I, or us and all that, you figure that out, I'm not the grammar police, is that we were friends. And as a friend, you just are yourself. There's nothing, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to be away, I'm just laying it all out there. And as a friend, if you can hold all that I am, then if this, evolves into something more, which ours did, then you already know who I am. And now it's just learning each other and coming together in all of the ways that you need to, and talking. Authenticity and communication are essential because we're all unique people. We're different. We have different ways, different temperaments, different triggers, different needs, different everything. And we can't expect for the other person to know it, to read our minds, to guess, because they're already different. And you know what? We should not have to do all of that emotional work on behalf of someone else. We need to express it. We need to say what needs to be said. For example, I'll say this. So my partner and I, we send voice messages to each other all the time, every day. And she typically will send me a message in the morning and we connect. And on this particular morning, she sent me one, and it had a lot of what I call logistics in it. You know, she's talking about her day and all the stuff and work, and, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. For me, I wanted something a little more holding, a little more just warm and fuzzy, and she's totally warm and fuzzy. But I wanted that in this moment. And so in the past, I might just sort of feel a little sad, and then my sad kind of turns into a little mad, and then I got to be sad again, and then I have to talk about it, right? And so this time I said, thank you for the message, and this is what I really wanted. This is what I need. And that led to her statement about me being a beautiful person and being able to communicate and all of the things and above and beyond and below. And I say that to say we have to communicate. I don't have to deny my needs, and I cannot expect her to meet my needs if she don't know what they are. If she doesn't know, then it's my responsibility to let her know. So while we are out there dating, being in relationships and all of this, and we are not communicating or being authentic, what do we think we're going to get out of it? Other than heartache, heartbreak, disappointment, and just like hopelessness. Don't be hopeless, be hopeful. Be so hopeful that you start showing up fully as yourself, recognizing you are worthy enough, and the things that you're not feeling about yourself that you don't like, change them. Work on it. Talk about it. Name it. Be transparent. Put it out there. A partner, a teammate, you're there to show up together and work forward together. You don't have to be perfect. You're not going to be that. That other person doesn't have to be perfect. They're not going to be that. But if we are not being authentic and openly and transparently communicating, we cannot expect to have emotional availability, true intimacy, deep connection, friendship. We're not going to have that if we're not putting that in. So, today I'm just feeling like yes to finding your person. And if you have your person, yes to having your person. And if you think you have your person and you're not being authentic or communicating, sit down, pause, be with that, and ask yourself, what do you really have? Who are you really being? What's truly happening? Right? Because it's a new year, it's a new lifetime opportunity, it's a new energy flow, it's a new day. And we don't have to stay in the past, sort of the shadow of the past. We don't have to keep doing what we've always done if what we have always done isn't working. We can shift and pivot and change and grow and evolve, and we can look at someone and say, this is what I want and what I need. And if they can meet you there and you two can work forward, or you five, whatever your dynamic is, can work forward, wonderful. But if you put yourself out there and you communicate and you make your needs known and the other person is looking at you sideways and crazy, that's information. Pay attention to the information. Yes to that. And yes to your person, my person, and those looking to the person that they are capable of encountering. Be not dismayed. But be sure that you show up fully and be accountable to yourself and to your partner and to your life, because it exists. It truly exists. Your person. But you have to be that first. Thank you for your time, your attention, your ear, hanging out with me, coming back around week after week. I see you, and I appreciate you truly. And I do hope you come back around, hang out with me more. Until then.